there, this is Gina with Gina's Crafting Spot. Here's my 35th scrapbook video, and it is, I lost the first part of this video and I just spritzed some of that Heidi Swapp Color Shine, and I think it was just turquoise or teal. Let's see if I wrote it down. Teal color shine. So I just sprinkled some on there on the top right and the bottom left, and I had put down that piece of turquoise pattern paper as a layer, or yeah, kinda. And then I got some scraps from my stash, and I'm using the Amy Tangerine Best of American Crafts 8.5 by 11 papers, and it is, I don't know why, Simply Sweet. I don't know what that's from. But anyway, that frame that I put under there, the yellow one with the polka dots, I had just cut from my Cricut a while ago and it was in my stash. So I decided to cut it in half and use half on the top and half on the bottom. And I also had matted my white paper on a bright piece of yellow cardstock and just, cut it down 1/4 of an inch, the white piece all around, so I could add a little more, so it wouldn't just be, the white wouldn't just be floating. And that pink paper, yeah, the pink paper, the flower paper, those are both from that Amy Tangerine Best of. And I'm using the Paper Tray Ink Hibiscus Burst ink pad to ink the edges of my layers. And I just put a little piece of washi tape on top, but that's going to end up coming off. I didn't like it at the end, but you will see. And that's my precious little girl. She's so cute. So I just matted that on a piece of vellum, and then a piece of that inside part of the background yellow cardstock, and then attached it to my layers. And I inked the edges of all of that. And there's a little frame that I'm thinking of using. I think it's from Studio G, but I'm not going to end up using it. But I do have the paper behind it, so I'll use it at some point. So this photo is of my baby girl, I think in 2009. We had gone to Florida and she was lounging by the pool. We're playing bingo and she was just lounging in her chair with her cool sunglasses, just so adorable. It's just crazy how quick they grow up, I swear. And those are some Glitz and Glitter Hampton Art stickers, and the color's Curly Pink. Or no. Yeah. I think something like that. So I just spelled out sunshine, and my title is going to be Hello Sunshine. So I'm taking some of those DIY thickers from Heidi Swapp, and I'm just going to add some glitter. Again, I'm trying to get rid of my stuff. So I'm using some Martha Stewart glitter. It's going to look super cute. So I just took off the sticky and then added the glitter to it. And I'm just going to transfer the letters to my other piece of wax paper, so that way I could get rid of that messiness there. So there's not much to say about this layout. It took quite a while, but I think because I just couldn't decide what to do. I'm trying to figure out where to put that sunshine word. I thought down there, but I kind of changed my mind. You'll see in a minute. So I think that glitter looks really pretty. And I don't have a lot of thickers, so I don't have a lot of the colors. So being able to, make my own colors is kind of very cool. So there, I decided to put the sunshine right next to hello. And I'm a little crooked, so I'm going to fix it in a minute. This is a very, very simple layout. And I think it's because I don't know, I'm not used to using the white background. So I had to stop, but I decided to use that color shine on a doily, just from, I don't know where it was from. You know, you can find them everywhere. They're not special. And I decided to make my own. So I added the color shine, and then I added some of my homemade glimmer mist, just the clear, and added that. Now I'm just drying it in my little box. And you can tell turquoise is my favorite color because there's so much turquoise in there. Well, it's not my favorite color. Purple's my favorite color, but I like to use the turquoise. So that little flower I just cut from see, I didn't like that turquoise, so I ended up taking it off. That is from, what's his name? Tim Holtz. His butterfly dies. So I just cut a bunch of them in white, and then I just spritzed them with the turquoise color. And now I'm using some Versamark Dazzle to do some stamping on my plain butterfly. So it's like a watercolor butterfly with some dimension. So it's just going to leave a glittery watermark on it. And that's an arrow I got from my Cricut, and that didn't really do anything to the doily. I just wanted to see if it would make a difference. So those are just some homemade embellishments I made, because I don't have kits or anything, which I think makes it much more difficult. When I have the papers and the different embellishments to go with, it goes much quicker. But that's okay, I gotta use some of my stash up anyway. So there's a little piece of the yellow I'm gonna put behind that flower piece, and I'm gonna end up taking off the washi at some point. So I just cut off the excess there. So see how simple it is, but it just took me so long, and I think it's because it's on white and it doesn't look busy enough for me. So those are other butterflies from, I have some dies that I had cut those out in white and colored them again. No, those I think I did in the pink color. I had die cut them. And I just have them in a container, a bunch of my different embellishments that I've cut out and stuff like that. So this I'm going to do the same thing. That's a close to my heart stamp set, and it was a consultant one, a double stamp, a twofer, which was a great deal because I love that. I love both of those stamp sets. So I just again use that same Versamark Dazzle to give it some dimension, and it just leaves a glittery, like I said, a glittery watermark on it just to give it a little something, because it's not pattern paper. And that little arrow is going to go right there, but it looks kind of plain to me, so I'm going to end up adding some dots to that as well. So just some dimensionals on that butterfly. I added that little piece of doily on the one side, on the right. And that kind of didn't, not kind of, it didn't stick because it was still wet when I put the adhesive on it, the foam. So when I take it off, I decide to do some more to it. So there's my little thing with all the die cuts and stuff that I have already made. So I'm going to go ahead and paint this one. And with this one I'm going to use a dauber in the color Lemonade, I believe. Really pretty. And then I tried to add just some dimension with that stamp. And then after I dry it, I'm going to use that same Versamark again. because that didn't do anything to it. But that's okay. Live and learn, right? I guess I could have stamped it with the paint, but I wanted it to be yellow to match some of the other, like her swimsuit top. And then I'm just looking for some enamel dots and stuff like that. And then I decided to just use up some of my bling on the butterflies. So I figure once I finish a lot of this stuff, then I could buy more. Or by the time I'm done, something else might be, you know, the thing to have. So it might not be enamel dots by the time I'm done with my stash. So I'm trying to be a good girl. Just use what I have. So yeah, I didn't have any, I noticed I don't have any yellow. I guess I could color some with my Copic. I don't know if I have a yellow Copic though, but alcohol marker anyway. But I just decided to use the teeny tiny yellow ones that I did have. And there I'm going to stamp on each side with that same little background. And you gotta look close, but it looks super cute in person. You can see it better. Some more foam on that. I'm like, okay, that's done. And see how that fell off? So that's when I dried it. And then I'm going to add some dimension. I think I'm going to use an ink pad though, close to my heart. I think it's called Lagoon. And I have it right in front of me. But anyway, so you saw, I just added kind of like a sort of tone on tone. Then I'm just doing my journaling, and it just says, "This is Kylie lounging on her chair by the pool, looking so cool with her sunglasses." Not much to say, it's when we're on vacation, so. So yeah, so I am going to try to add some washi. I'm not going to like it, so I'm just going to take it all off. And then in my final photo, I got to show you, I have added more of the splatters, not just the turquoise. So that's it for that, and then I'll show you a picture in a minute. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.